I'm just writing just a list of New Year's resolutions I'm not gonna keep. So, you know what one of my New Year's resolutions is? For you to like and subscribe this video. It came true. What? What do you mean this isn't a real pencil? Of course, it's not. So I might as well show you how I made this, huh? The super simplest, easiest pencil cup to make in the world. It's like, I just did it, and it's easy. If you want to do it, keep watching. Oh, and by the way, if you like stuff like this that I do, that you've seen in my videos, I'm going to be putting it for sale on my website. So I hope I got it by now, by the time you're watching this. Just go to the video already. Come on. Alright, so now that you know what a pencil looks like, let's make this guy look like a pencil. So this is a skinny 20 ounce. As usual, first you're going to want to sand it. 600 grit and then Scotch-Brite for the little intricate areas that you see, I got it. I sanded it. Doesn't matter. I went through a little bit, but have no worries. That doesn't matter. So we're going to, oh crap, I about broke my pencil. I haven't even messed with glitter today and my hands are glittery already. What? The only thing you really need for this is this tape. Now the easiest way to tape this is to line it up the exact way you want it and just, I don't know how to explain it, just to other than do this. So what I have taped up is the black part just for my measurement. I'm going to use this. This is what's going to be my squiggly line. I'll show you that in just a second. And this is my eraser. This is my silver thingy. And of course the yellow part. So let's put this on. Ready? So really what I did is I took a piece out, put it on the table, and cut. I made sure I had enough to cover the whole thing, but cut a wavy pattern out of it. Black, tan, yellow, silver, eraser, pink. Some people do the eraser down here and the black up there, but I don't like that because if you're writing with it, you got to hold it upside down, and you'll spill your drink that way. So that's dumb. Don't be dumb. Now all that's left to do is to spray paint it in this order. First do the yellow, then do the edges. And when you spray the edge of this guy, say this is yellow. I'm not going to do it right here because I got other stuff over here. Let me show you real quick. Give you guys a quick little view of some other stuff I'm working on. Italy and some dogs. There's another dog over there. Hey little buddy, how you doing? So, you got your yellow on here. I know I don't have it yet. Just pretend, okay? So when you spray in your black, don't spray straight on. Spray it kind of at an angle, close to your tape, and if you get a little bit on this part, just touch it back up with some yellow spray. You're going to glitter over it. That's just your base. And the reason this is the easiest way, because you can do all three at the same time, and you don't have to put color on these. These can stay white, and the glitter will cover just perfectly. Okay, let's go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, and there you have it. We've painted the pink, the yellow, and the black. Now I got a little piece of grass in mine. It was windy, and so I had to tape it off so that I keep it somewhat clean. It doesn't really matter that much about this layer. See, I got a little run right there. No big deal. The thing that it is just a base layer for your glitter to go on. And since I said this is the easiest tumbler ever, we're going to go ahead and put our number 2 and our lines on it with just like a Sharpie or a paint pen or something. So let's go do that. Alright, so I just laid a few little lines of tape to give me some straight edges. I'm going to use this Sharpie here and draw some lines on, and then I'll draw a number 2 somewhere. You know how it goes. You know what a pencil looks like. Come on, get with the program. I'm gonna erase you. All right, as you can see, I went ahead and did a line for the top and the bottom. This will be your silver area. So that there's, I'm just adding a little bit extra detail than what other people normally do. I like to see stuff and think about it and think, how can I make that better? There's my number 2. Yeah. Now, on to the glitter part. Well, first you gotta use tacket. That's what I'm gonna use. Mix a little tacket, just a little bit of water. I don't do 50-50. I do like 25, 75, maybe something like that. I don't know. But we'll mix it up, brush it on, and then we'll do some sprinkling, make it rain glitter.
A few moments later.
All right, so I went ahead and put the tacket on the pink and the yellow part. We're going to do the pink first and sprinkle it so it'll fall off this way. Then we're going to do the yellow and sprinkle it so it'll fall off that way so it doesn't get on any other stuff. And the black, we're not going to do black glitter on that because it loses its sparkle when you resin it. It doesn't look good. I'm going to show you an even better solution for that. Let's go. Pretty. Can you see it? Ooh. My hand's getting tired. All right, we've got our sunflower and bubblegum glitter on here. Fancy names there. I believe they're appropriate. Anyway, what we're going to do next is we're going to spray seal it with some 2K Ultra Matte Clear Rust-Oleum. A link to get all this stuff is in the description, or most of it. I don't know. Alright, I went ahead and outlined the bottom down here because if you noticed, when I was pulling off my tape, I had some bleed under spots. And I did do some cool cartoony lines just to make it a little bit more detailed and cool. I mean, oh geez, watch out, tacket. The next step we're going to do is we're going to take our tacket. Now this is going to be the hardest part of the whole thing. You take your tacket, you dip it, and you be real careful doing here. And I also made a wobbly line because I think, how many pencils you've seen with exactly straight line? I got to thinking about, like the eraser straight, but this really shouldn't be straight. It just makes more sense to me. And I put some little marks on it with the marker, kind of like, you know, graphite-y looking. I don't know. I just thought that would be a little cool extra element. I had the black going around here anyway. Sometimes you can't leave me alone with the black marker. I just go crazy. But this is going to be the hardest part you're going to take. I'm not going to use this huge brush. I'm going to use a smaller brush. That would be a good idea. Smaller. No, not bigger. Anyway, smaller brush. Do this way, do that way, and then the brush I'm using will fit right here. So it'll go wee like that. And then we're going to sprinkle on the coppery burgundy bronze. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it bronze. And then do the same here. The brush I'm going to use for the silver will be like the exact size. So all I got to do is do that. like that. This one's huge, too big. Let's do that and see what it looks like. And we'll give it a little sprinkle. And then we'll wipe it off, or knock it off, whatever. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Now, since we cleared it, I actually took and like, you hear the sound effects. That's me blowing, like getting real close and go and blowing it off into the trash can. Super clean. I mean, if one gets over it, I don't really care. Look, I got to do some more blowing. But let me get back to that. And I brush this off. Oh, glittery hands. Oh, never had that happen before. Now we're going to do silver here. There. Almost there. There we go. Ta-da. We'll spray it again with this stuff, and then we will be ready to resin it. Let's just go. All right, guys, I've got one layer of resin on here. It's looking really good, and I'll let this roll for about 3 or 4 hours, and then while it's still a little tacky, I'll put another layer of resin, and that is it. You are done. But before we cut to the fancy reveal, I wanted to show you one more trick. If you notice, our black is looking a little plain, and the rest of it is sparkling and fantastic. Fabulous! Anyway, I'm going to show you what I do for this down here, and it's holographic glitter. And all you need is a little bit, like a little sprinkle dinkle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little salty bay, sprinkle bay, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's check it out and see what that looks like. So all I'm going to do for this, I'm trying not to get any glitter on this little dog I got here, is you're just going to sprinkle from above. Just get a little, like it sticks to your finger that good. Just sprinkle it from the top. And that'll be just enough for your black. Because, like I said earlier, the black glitter it's not sparkling. It's not really pretty. It doesn't look that great. It's kind of plain. And if you get this stuff anywhere else, it doesn't matter. It's holographic. It literally blends in with everything. And then there's one more part I want to show you, is the bottom. So what you're going to do is just flick it. Did you see that? That's it. Super simple. Boom. It's like a little shower of, like I said, be sure if you got something rolling on the back end, that's enough. That's it. You're done. Cue the fancy reveal. That's it.